Yo, this is the Marvelous Show. I'm your host, the one and only, the Marvelous One. But before we get into this show, if you guys could do me a big favor and hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button, so whenever I put out content, you can be the first to get in line. Poof, and we back. Tonight's episode is one that is very personal and very real because I'm a person that lives with mental health. I'm an African American man who has mental health issues. But I wanted to do it on this show and touch on it because I've been doing a lot of shows on a lot of podcasts on my LLFM Podcast. It's on iTunes, it's on Apple Podcasts, it's on Google Play, it's on Soundcloud. All you gotta do is just put in the LLFM Podcast and you can hear a lot of that stuff, and a lot of this stuff pertains with this show. Why is mental health so real these days? It's because mental health is so real and a lot of people don't understand it and don't know what it's like to have mental health, so they just think like, oh, mental health is not real. Everybody and their mom and everyone to call out mental health. No. Chill. Let's bring it down. Not when you are being insensitive about someone with a disease, it becomes very offensive to a person like me who was lost and was in a dark place until I got help. Shout out to my therapist. I love you very much. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here. If it wasn't for me listening to March Madness, if it wasn't for me just realizing that I had issues going on, I wouldn't be able to be here to do this YouTube video. So like I always say when I do my podcast, if you know anyone that's struggling with depression, that have anxiety disorder, bipolar disorder, attention deficit order, OCD, anything that they're doing out of the that's not in their realm, please have them call this number, 1-800-273-8255. It's a National Suicide Prevention Hotline number, or you can have them do 741 text. It's the crisis hotline. Like I always say, they text back faster than a female if you make her mad. Like I just want to touch on what causes mental health, so for people to give people understanding on, like from the stuff that I found out. It's not no single case on what's going on. It can be from biological, it can be psychological, it can be from your environment factor. People who have family history of mental health disorder may be more prone to get mental health disorder. Me, RIP to my mom. My mom had mental health issues. It carried over to me. It's like it was hereditary. So it's like, so when people say these things, that's why I start to feel some type of way. And I was like, man, I gotta put this video out because I need people to understand that it's okay to be depressed. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to be sad. Like, you can't always say that everyone's trying to ride some wave to be mental health. Man, dog, I've been having mental health since I was a little kid. So now I'm just all of a sudden starting riding a wave now. No, it's because I finally got help and I want to help everyone else. When I do podcasts and people tell me, Marvelous, your podcast saved my life, your podcast helped me get through this, I'm clearly doing something. So, but when I like go on social media and people be like, oh, people just be crying, man up. Okay, I have talked about this before. Okay, so if you don't want to get out your bed and you want to just be home and you want to isolate yourself from the world, my friend, that is a sign of mental health issues. That is a sign of depression. People don't get it. Everyone's just so, because now everyone talk about, because it's certain people starting to be more open than others, and people are starting to feel insensitive, because that's how it is with anybody. If somebody came out and said they sick, but eventually there's going to be some type of people that's going to be like, why nobody care about that? They trying to get this, they trying to get that. But at the end of the day, mental health is real as fuck. Excuse my language, because I'm living proof of it. You feel me saying? Like, for years I hated myself. For years I hated everything about myself. I just hated it because I was so depressed and so stressed out. So my mental health was depression. It was, sometimes I thought I had bipolar, but I wasn't diagnosed with it. I was post-traumatic stress disorder. I was sick. If you listen to my podcast on the LLFM Podcast, I don't really like to talk about it that much. It would tell you. And if you went through what I went through, shit, you will be having mental health issues too. But I don't never just use it for no attention or to ride some wave or just to say everything, because I'm on record saying it. Everything ain't mental health. That's what people got to understand. Everything ain't mental health. So everything that's going on in the world ain't always going to be pertaining to mental health. But people got to understand the signs of mental health. So I'm going to break some of them down. Clinical depression is a mental health disorder characterized by personal depressed mood or loss of interest in activities causing significant impact. So just like I said before, if you don't want to do anything and you feeling like no interest in doing anything, you are clinically depressed. I write these things down when I'm with my therapist. So I'm not just talking no nonsense. These are true life facts. Anxiety disorder. It's a mental health disorder characterized by feelings of worry, anxiety, fear are strong enough to infect your daily activities. I used to have anxiety so bad where I used to think like something was going to happen bad to me that I wouldn't even want to leave the house. Or I would sit in my car for hours like, man, this is all mental health issues that I had. Bipolar disorder. A lot of people with bipolar disorder. I dated a chick that had bipolar disorder, man. It's a disorder associated with episodes of mood swings, ranging from depressive lows to manic highs. You guys, I'm gonna read that again. A disorder associated with episodes of mood swings, ranging from depressive lows to manic highs. Attention disorder, a chronic condition including attention difficulty, hyperactive, impulsive. Boom, I have it. I can't keep still for a while. Like if you pay close attention to me after a while, I'll probably been like moved around, looked around, like doing all type of things because that's part of something that I have. OCD. Excessive thoughts, obsessing that lead to repetitive behaviors. Like I used to do stuff like, stuff like that. Like, man, why is that in a place? Like, oh, why is that? And then someone will call me out like, hey, dude, do you have OCD? I don't know. Well, you keep moving stuff and making sure everything is in order. Like right now, I have everything in front of me that's in order. So you can say I have a little bit of OCD. Post-traumatic stress disorder. Disorder is when a person has difficulty recovering after experiencing or witnessing a terrifying event. I've been through all that. So when people try to say that these things are not real and that mental health is that someone just riding a wave, do your research and find out the things that's going on. Because like before I close, it's black men. Did you guys know that it's 5 to 10% of African American men have depression? For those black men that be out there saying that, oh, everyone's riding a wave, that everyone don't have mental health disorder, it's 5 to 10% of us have depression. We gotta break that stigma. My African American brothers, I have a podcast too, Black Man Mental Health. You can check that out on my LLFM podcast. We have to break that stigma. We have to talk about it. We gotta stop saying that, oh, he's sad, he's sensitive, oh, we riding up some wave or everybody doing it. We gotta stop that nonsense, and we gotta open up and let people know that we are sad, that we do have emotion. And like I said before, it's okay to have rage, it's okay to be sad, it's okay to be upset. But when you walking around acting like you're not stressed and you're not hurt, but if I can see you post something on the social media saying, oh man, today I don't feel like doing anything, I don't feel like going outside, bro, that is depressing. That is depressing. That is a mental health disorder. So you're not riding a wave because you're not trying to talk about your feelings. But when you lost and no one's there for you, and you be in a situation like me, and it takes a song to get you out of the funk that you're in, by all means, I'm going to talk about mental health. And I'm especially going to talk about it in the African American community. I'm never going to stop talking about it. But I just don't like when people say that people riding a wave, or they just talking about this and they just talking about that. Man, mental health is real. It is real. When people say, what do mental health look like? Boom, right here. You guys can see me doing all these podcasts. You can see me full of life. Yeah, I just got to that point 2 years ago. Because before, it was all a front. I used to wear a mask. The mask is off. Like I said, mental health is real. I don't need to talk about this to get no views or get no likes or nothing like that. I'm not riding no wave because I'm living proof of it. I don't have to ride a wave that I'm living. You feel what I'm saying? That's what people got to understand, that mental health is real. Stop with the insensitive comments and stuff like that, because a lot of people have lost their lives because of mental health. That's the reason why the suicide rate is so high, is because people have mental health issues. That's what people got to understand. So from this, if you're watching this video and you support me, if you could do me one favor and stop being insensitive and stop saying that people just bringing up their mental health to rise some way, because that's some bullshit. Because mental health is real. I'm living proof of it. And like I said, if you know anybody that's going through anything, that's suffering, that's depressed, that feels lost, it's right here. Have them call it. And like I said, if you guys can do me a big favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button so you can get notifications whenever I go live. Like I said, if you got any comments, if you want to comment below in the description and talk about it, I will gladly address your comments. We'll give you a shout out. We'll do whatever. I'm not going to ignore nobody, good or bad. If you have a comment, add it in the description below and I'll gladly get back to you. Like I said, this is the Marvelous Show. I feel marvelous, and I want to thank everybody for watching this video.